right, so now we're at the point where we have our lollipop. I call it the lollipop because here's the extra coiling core and here's the center of our lollipop. Not a delicious lollipop. Doesn't have anything fun on the inside. So a lot of times what happens is every time you're working with the string, you are going to always need to add more. All right, every time that you run out of string, you add more. And in this case, I'm going to take, you can see I have about this much. I have another color because that's what I have and it'll be easier for you to see in the video. So what I want to do with my thread is I'm going to wrap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I usually wrap my thread each stitch. The stitches are all going to be the same. You've watched the flooping the yarn video. I'm going to show again. You sometimes when you're adding thread, you need to wrap it more than the 5 times. So I hold my string like this, okay? I lay the next dude right on top, placing my finger on it. All I did was lay the 2 strings next to each other, sideways along the coiling core. And now I'm just gonna wrap it and make sure they're not flopping out. Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, that's good, okay? So I've added to the coiling core. Now I'm gonna floop my yarn again, okay? I have it, the string flooped over the end of the eye hole, pinch really hard between my fingers and pass the thread through, okay? I like to just hold it in my hand. So this is the next part. We're gonna be coiling this round and round and round. So I'm going to curl this in. So if you're looking at it, it looks like this, okay? And I'm gonna give it a nice little pinch in my hand, all right? And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take my string, okay? I'm gonna come from underneath, all right? So my needle's coming up towards me. Don't worry, don't poke yourself in the face, but don't worry. And I pull the string nice and slowly through so that it is in the center of my lollipop, okay? The center of my lollipop. I've bent this around. All right, we're gonna do this so many times, it'll be second nature. You're gonna wrap it over top of the 2 strings, okay? So I'm coming out from the center and I'm holding it tightly in my hand, I have to, okay? I'm gonna wrap it over the strings and I'm trying to angle this. And then now I'm gonna go up. And if you notice, I'm coming on the inside of the string. So here's the black, here's where the white ended. Began, and I'm going to pull through. And this string, this little part is like pull it nice and tight. All right, so now I'm on a roll here, okay? So my string is right next to the other dude. So now I'm going to wrap 2, Jersey fist pump wrap, 3, 4, 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Jersey fist pump. All right, so here is this, okay? I've wrapped it. All right, now I have to attach it. So what I'm doing is I'm going to look at it from the top, all right? I'm going to come up from the bottom in through the center hole of my lollipop. And I'm going to take that string coming from the center of my lollipop. It's hard to keep my hands out of it. There it is. I'm going to wrap it over the 2 guys. I'm holding, I call this the first dude and this is second dude, okay? So I pinch them really tight, okay? And now I'm gonna turn it back towards myself, making sure this is nice and tight. And my needle is coming up right next to the string. So this string wrapped over, I'm always coming up from behind, from back of my project, and I'm gonna pull it through. Now, if you are one of my learners in school, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're gonna have gotten this first part on your own, okay? If you are remote, you and I, we're gonna get this done, I promise, even if I have to drop one off at school, okay? This part, this beginning part is the hardest. So here is dude number 1, this guy, all right? Here's another dude, all right? I've wrapped it 5 times coming this way. Pinch together. Take my needle, come up from inside, wrap it right there, right where I'm working, nice and tight. And then my needle comes, whoop, I'm trying to make it right next to it. So there's the string, okay? I'm just gonna let it loose for a second. You see, this is the string that I just wrapped tightly around, okay? My needle's coming through, pull the needle and hold it together nice and tight and pull that stitch really nice and tight. And now I'm gonna wrap again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This project, that's the whole way that you do it. All right, so I've wrapped it. Now I'm gonna take my string. Okay, this is what it looks like right now. See these little stitches? Same stitch every time. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go, excuse me. All right, it's a good thing to do these videos. I'm gonna come from behind the lollipop. I'm going to wrap the string over top. All right, see, look. 1 from the center to the top. And now I'm gonna take my needle. I'm gonna come out right next to where I am working and pull really tight. And I would do that until I get all the way to the other side. I'm gonna stop the video now because it's like 6 minutes long, okay? Stay tuned.